Okay, so we have a Kenmore Elite stove, about 10 years old, never been serviced, has intermittent ignition. So usually if the igniter doesn't get hot enough, it doesn't open up the gas valve. 10 years old, igniter never been replaced, so we're just gonna put a new one on. We gotta make sure we get a right one. The best way would be just to get the exactly same one, or what you can do is get the amperage from the gas valve. This one it says 3.3 to 3.6 amp. So we got a flat igniter here. It's a universal that you can install. You do want to make sure it's the same length and all that. And this one that's the part number. And you can look that up online and check what amperage the igniter that you have is. The one that opens up. You want to make sure it's the right one. And otherwise you will not open the gas valve or open up too soon. So it's not really a DIY project, but it's pretty easy to put a new igniter on, but you gotta make sure you get the right one, even though they look the same. So to get this drawer out, you press this guy up, and on the other side you press it down and get the drawer out. That's how you get to the gas valve. If you're not getting ignition at all, you can check the gas valve for continuity between these two cables, yellow and white. So there's two gas valves. One is for bake, one for broil. So they are the same though. But yeah, you just check for continuity. It should be 1 or 2 ohms. You should have continuity, then you know that the gas valve is good. Because the current goes in a loop through the valve to the igniter, all in one circuit. If the gas valve is open, no continuity, you will not get any power to the igniter. Very rare that the valves fail, 1 out of 100, but it does happen. It's good to test that too. And this one I know it's working because she said she cooked last night and chicken turned out good. So I'm just gonna put a new igniter. So to get the igniter out, these guys here, pop this lid off, and then I'll show you how it looks inside. So always unplug the appliance and turn the gas off when you're doing this. And to get the igniter, you take these guys out, and this thing will pop off, and I will see the burner manifold and the igniter gonna be on this little bracket. Okay, so this one I can't get to the plug. It's hard to pull out the oven, but there's the main plug. I just disconnected it there. So I'm not getting any power to it. Also check with this guy, this power, any of these cables. Sometimes the control boards are shorted and you get a little bit of power coming to these cables, and I had it happen once where I touched the cable in the wrong spot and all of a sudden the gas valve opened up even without any igniter in the loop. So definitely a dangerous one where the gas just starts coming out, so you gotta cut the gas off quick. But on this one I'm gonna leave the gas on. I know the valve is not gonna open up just on its own without any power. Okay, get the screws out. So this just lifts up, slides out, and here's your igniter. The thing is, looks like it's missing a bolt, so somebody already replaced it once. Not surprised, it's 10 years old, so this one's pretty decent access. I don't have to take the manifold out. Screws on the side, you do want to put both screws in, because if the igniter slips down a little and the gas is not in the way of the igniter, let's say the bolt loosens up and the igniter falls down a little, you're getting a lot of gas in, and then it can be a little poof when it ignites with too much gas in it. So I'm gonna put a new one in and both bolts on. The trick is to put a little oil on the threads. This one's going to be hard to get to, but I use a little magic oil called Zoom Spout, and I put a little bit of oil on the threads so that the bolt doesn't get stuck. Just go like this. Stick it in there, find it, put a little oil. If you put a lot, it's gonna really smoke when you take it up, when you turn it on the first time, but it's gonna be a lot better than getting that screw stripped, and it's gonna be a really hard time get that thing out. So a little oil goes a long ways. I just cut the igniter off, strip the wires. The new one comes with the wire nuts. So the new igniter is, the bracket is identical, the length is identical. Ready for the wire nuts. Make sure you're using the wire nuts that are provided. Yeah, make sure you're using ceramic wire nuts. These don't melt. If the wire nuts will melt and they will get shorted against the body, yeah, who knows what can happen. So make sure you use the ceramic wire nuts because it gets hot in there. Well, looks like somebody already broke the screw off and forgot to use the magic oil. So I gotta drill it off. I was like, wondering why there's no screw there. Okay, time for a drill gun. Well, I got the second bolt on there, which I'm really proud of. And I also noticed one of the light bulbs out, so I'm gonna replace it. Basically, this thing slides to the side and the glass just comes right off. I gotta go grab another light bulb. I'll be right back. Okay, so most of the ovens take this smaller size, 40 amp, 40 watt, 15 amp. No, I think this is just a model number, part number. But anyway, looks like a regular socket, but the smaller bulb. And this one socket was broken, so I had to use pliers to get the socket out because the light was separated from the socket. Okay, power restored. The lights are on. Just gonna clear this. Let's do a bake 350. Start. Make sure the igniter starts glowing. It's getting warm. It's gonna smell a little bit because it's brand new igniter. It's starting to glow. Hear a little sizzling. There you go. It's on. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna put it back together and yeah, bake some cookies. Make sure you do a test before you put a turkey in. And that's how you replace the igniter. Pretty simple repair, but you gotta make sure you do it right because it is a dangerous appliance. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.